Breathing in through the nose and out through the center of your lips. Let the breath guide you. Don't try to control it. Don't try to extend it. Please don't count. Just allow it to happen. In through the nose and out through the center of your lips. Now gently drop your breath into your belly if it's not already there. As you breathe in, inflate the belly, fill the belly. And as you breathe out, release from your belly. Breathing in, filling the belly, and breathing out, releasing from the belly. Now I want you to go a step further. And I want you to, when you fill your belly, also fill your pelvic region. So as you're inhaling, you fill the belly and now let it expand into your pelvis, dropping deeply. And as you're breathing out, feel it rising out of the pelvis, out of the belly, and coming out. Breathing in, fill the belly, fill the pelvis. Take your time. And breathing out, release from the pelvis and release from the belly. Continue to breathe this way, being fully aware of where your breath is going. And as you're filling the pelvis, be aware of that breath going into the lowest part of your torso. And feel it rising from that lowest part of the torso. As you're exhaling, breathing in, filling the belly, filling the pelvis, and breathing out, releasing from the pelvis, releasing from the belly. Feel the pull up as you're breathing out, and feel the fullness as you're breathing in. We're tapping into our root chakra, Muladhara, at the very base of your pelvis. As you breathe in and fill your pelvic area, feel it. Feel the pressure on Muladhara at the base of the pelvis. And as you're breathing out, observe the rise of that prana rising up and out of Muladhara. That rise is happening through the center of the body, and it stops at the belly button, at Manipur. Breathing in, we're addressing that physical part of us. We're grounding it. We're energizing it. And as we're breathing out, we're releasing and allowing that energy to rise. And slowly and gently bring that breath back to normal. Let it come back to just the belly. Release the breath through the lips. And you breathe in and out simply through the nostrils. Observe the stability of this lower part of your body. Observe any feeling of fullness, any release. And observe that space around the belly button. The energy has shifted and is rising. As you continue to breathe, begin at the belly button and allow that breath to rise. Simply observe it. Don't try to make it rise. Just observe how spontaneously it does it on its own. And as you exhale, observe how it descends. That juncture between the physical and the spiritual at Manipur. Coming home. Sarvetra Sukhina Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Patrani Pashantu Makashi Dukamapuna Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Punatu Saharvedyam Karvavahe Tejatsvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, leaving your hands where they are, we'll be chanting Om 5 times. As you chant, I want you to do this effortlessly. I want that Om to rise out of you spontaneously. Take a deep breath in, let that breath go into your pelvic region. And as you breathe out, let that Om rise out of you from the depth of that breath. Take a deep breath in and let's begin. Om. 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 Breathe in, and as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, become aware of this body, in this place, in this space, at this moment in time. Breathe in one more time. And as you breathe out, let the breath begin at the crown of your head and flow throughout your entire body, all the way down to the tips of your toes. with love, with compassion, and gratitude. From Shanti. Namaste. Take a moment to set your sankalpa, your intention for your practice. Why are you here? There's no right or wrong answer. It's a very personal answer. Repeat it to yourself a couple times. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. If your legs are crossed, extend your legs. Let any stiffness that may have settled in work itself out before you stand up, please. All righty. The om's a little different, right? When it's coming out from that depth. Not quite as long. It's almost like it takes a journey before it comes out. Um, yeah, and it does. It does take its journey. All righty. So let's begin with our our routine for our bones and for our lymphatic system. And then we'll go into a little bit of balance pushpa. Now, here's the thing with balance, something we need to practice throughout the day because we weren't born with balance. Balance is something we learn. So I'll teach you a couple things, but really, um, the main thing is with balance that we retrain our brain. We keep training the brain that this is something we can do. And so, more than physical, balance comes from the brain. When my brain was damaged, that's the part that got the most damage, was that part of the brain that was in charge of my balance. And so what happened was with through the asanas, through yoga, I was able to reroute around that damage and my balance came back. Um, so what happens is these postures, these things that we do are a form of training. So not any posture, but most of the postures we do um, will help with balance. Okay. But anyway, before we get into that, let's just begin with our lymphatic drainage and stimulation, and then we'll continue. Okay. Feet apart about hip width, and then soft knees. Start bouncing, little bounce in your knees. It doesn't have to be a big bounce, just a little bounce. Hands are just hanging. We're getting the body going. All righty, and from side to side, start shaking your hands. And make sure you're keeping the knees bouncing. You want to keep that bounce in the knees throughout this whole procedure, this whole process. Now to the sides, arms to the sides, hands are shaking. All righty, arms up. You continue to shake your hands. All right. Arms to the side and arms down. Hands are shaking, knees are bouncing. We're moving toward the left, we're moving to the right, feet are planted, and come back to center and relax. Gently close your eyes. If you find yourself getting dizzy, just open the eyes and that should solve that. And slowly and gently open them. All righty. Now we're going to focus on our bones. The next things we're going to do are going to be, no, sorry, let me do one more for the lymphatic system. So what we're going to do is, if you need to hold on to something because you're going up on the balls of your feet, do so. Put your hands on your hips and just go up on the balls of your feet and then down gently. We're not dropping the heels, we're just going up and gently putting the heels down. How fast or how slowly you're going is up to you. What we're doing is we are activating the calf muscles. And so this acts as a pump for our lymphatic system. Make sure that it starts flowing and continues to flow and detoxifies the way it needs to. Remember, we talked about the lymphatic system in the brain and in the head region. That's important too. So remember you're tapping at night, okay? Remember to do that before you go to sleep so that you can help the cleansing that needs to happen at night in our brains. All righty, one more. And bring the heels down. Just stand here for a moment. Keep your eyes closed. All righty, and slowly and gently open your eyes. Now we're going to go up on the balls of our feet again, but now we're just going to drop the heels. I want you to feel an impact when you do that. We're doing this for our bones. We're letting our bones know that they need to keep building. They need to keep our bones dense and strong. And so this makes it so that that part of the body realizes, our skeletal system really realizes that, oh, we need to get to work here to resist this. We do it in the morning. You get that going so that it happens throughout the day. Modern science is amazing. All these things that we thought had no solution, and the simplest of movements gives us that solution. Again, you want impact. Don't be too gentle. Don't be too hard either, but just let the weight of your body bring you down. All right, do two more. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Let's do TTK and then we'll do a little bit on balance, okay? So Tadasana, Tiryak Tadasana, and Kati Chakrasana. Feet are apart, hip width. If your balance is off, just open the feet just a little bit more and that might help you. And also, if you bring the heels toward each other, that will help. For me, it doesn't really help, but for other people, it does. So you just kind of find your sweet spot when you're going up on your toes. Hands on your head, focus on a point in front of you. You're interlacing your fingers, bringing them on your head. Arms are at your side, they're not in front of you. Keep your eyes open, focus on a point in front of you to be able to keep your balance better. As you're breathing in, raise your arms up, turn your palms toward the sky and go up on your toes. And as you're breathing out, drop the heels and bring the hands back on the head. Breathing in, arms up on your toes. And breathing out, drop the heels, bring your hands on your head. Breathing in, arms up on your toes. And breathing out, drop the heels, bring your hands on your head. Breathing in, arms up on your toes. And breathing out, drop your heels, hands on your head. One more. Breathing in, arms up on your toes. And breathing out, drop your heels, bring your hands on your head, gently close your eyes. Raise your arms up, palms facing each other. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, arms to the side. Palms are facing up. Halfway, turn the palms down, bring the arms down, bring that energy in, and keep your eyes closed. And simply observe what's happening in your body. Remember, the body's listening. And as you observe, give the body gentle and compassionate feedback. Thank you. You're doing great. And gently open your eyes. All righty. Open your feet a little bit more so that your base is just a little bit wider. Interlace your fingers. Extend your arms. palms facing toward the sky, Tadasana, swaying palm tree. Breathe in the center. As you're breathing out, go to the right. Breathing in, come back to center. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, center. 2 more. Breathing out to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, center. 1 more round. Breathing out to the right. Breathing in, center. And breathing out to the left. Breathing in, center. Separate your hands. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, arms to the side, palms are facing up. Halfway, turn the palms down, bring the arms down, bring that energy in, and keep your eyes closed. And slowly and gently open your eyes, please. All righty, Gati Chakrasana. So we're going to be twisting the spine. So you want to have a nice open base, arms to your side, palms facing down. Breathe in the center. As you're breathing out, left hand to right shoulder, right arm wraps around, and you turn. But turn throughout your spine. Don't just turn your head. See if you can see your left ankle, if that's possible. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you're breathing in, come back to center. Then we'll go to the left, breathing out to the left. Right hand on left shoulder, left arm wraps around. Turn and twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. 1 more round. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, center. Breathing out to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathing in, center. Gently drop your arms, close your eyes if they're not already closed, And just stay here for a moment. All righty. And slowly and gently open your eyes, bring your feet so that they're comfortably apart. So balance. Okay, here's the deal. With balance, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's the bottom line. So we really need to make an effort to do things that help us be balanced. One of the most important things, I think, is how we walk. When you walk, you want to make sure that your heel is hitting the ground first, and then the rest of the foot follows. When we walk and just plant the foot, um, we're, we're, we're not setting the rhythm necessary for the body to flow through in that walk, right? We're off balance when we do this. Now, or if you find yourself when you're stepping, that you're stepping with your toes first and then your heel. Sometimes that's a subtle movement. You don't really realize you're doing it. So the most important part is to make sure that the heel is hitting the ground first and then the rest of the foot follows. So let's try it. Everybody try it right now. Be conscious of how your foot is hitting the ground. For some of you, it may feel normal, and that's how you walk already, which is fantastic. But I want those of you who realize that maybe that's not how you walk right now to understand that. Okay, so now the other part of it. It's really important for our ankles to be limber, to not have stiffness in them. So we'll do an asana before we do back. We'll do the asanas for your ankle and for your feet. When you have stiff ankles, there's no dexterity in the feet. You don't have that movement, that range, right? So what happens? You tend to want to plant your feet because you don't really have that range of the movement of the foot to start with the heel. So those asanas that we do for the ankle and the feet are really important for balance. Who knew, right? But they are. So balance isn't just about standing on one leg. Balance is about how we move throughout the day. And so we need to be really mindful and conscious. Now, here's the thing. Well, that's just the way I do it. Somebody can say, well, that's just the way I walk. Well, you can retrain yourself. In the same way I train my brain around the damage so that I could have balance, you can train yourself to really be mindful of how you walk, how you're placing your foot, what's happening in the ankle. And it's never too late. Never. It's never too late to do these things. The dexterity in the ankle, if you find that they're very stiff, that'll come back if you focus on that area of the body. It's essential that you focus on these areas of the body so that you have that. So, okay, so that's that part of it. It's very important for us. Balance, more importantly, like I said, it's beautiful if we can do this, right? Oh, look how well I can balance. That's great. But how can you balance like this? Because what are we doing when we're coming and stepping forward? Our leg is in front of us, right? So what we want to do is make sure that we can stand with our leg in front of us. Train the body to be able to do this. So let's do it right now. If you need to hold on for now to something, please do so. But if not, just bring your hands on your hips and raise your knee. And if you're having an issue with your balance, you don't have to raise it that high. Just keep it um, so that it's not to the side, okay? So that it's kind of in front of you in the same range as you would use when you're walking. This is a little bit different, I know. And what might help you is to turn out the other foot. So if you turn out, let's say you're going to raise your right foot, turn out the left foot a little bit, and that gives you a little wider base. Alrighty. Bring the foot down. Let's do the other foot. So just widen the base on the opposite foot, weight on that foot, and now raise the left foot in my case, the left knee. Our goal is to be able to raise it and leave it there for 10 seconds. Count of 10. and bring the foot down. Okay? Very simple. Do this throughout the day. If you're washing dishes, like, I tend to wash dishes, and this is my stance when I'm washing dishes. And I've been doing this since I was a teenager. So it's a beautiful way of doing it. Why? Because you can lean against the counter and you're doing your thing, and when you're standing on one leg. Um, Anytime that you can do this throughout the day is beautiful for you. It doesn't have to be big. And let me emphasize that. You just want to make sure that it's spontaneous for you. That when you're walking, the heel is hitting the ground first. And then, because here's the thing, when we're tentative about how we walk, we're off balance. We want to plant the heel and bring the foot down. Plant the heel, bring the foot down. That'll make it a stable base. That'll bring you stability and self assurance. Because when we're not self assured, when we're timid about how we're walking, then you become imbalanced. And that's what we're trying to avoid, right? All righty. Okay. Any questions on this before we go on? Because I think it's really important. And remember, balance we weren't born with balance. This is something we learn, and it's something that we need to practice, and it's something that we need to focus on to keep it. Because if we spend a lot of time sitting down and we spend a lot of time not moving or moving improperly, then we lose that ability to balance well. And it's just like a muscle. We need to keep in good shape. So no questions? No? Okay. All righty. So let's do the asanas for the ankles. Because really, it's very, very important to keep the ankles agile. For example, if I'm going to fall and I have stiffness in my ankles, there's nothing for me to do, right? My ankles have walked on me, and I'm going to go. But if I have dexterity in my ankles, if my ankles are agile, here I go. Oh no, I can catch myself because I can bring that foot down. I'm not stuck. So that's the importance of keeping the ankles nice and agile, nice and flexible. So anyways, okay, so let's go into those postures. Sit down on the ground, please, with your legs extended. And I'm going to show you a side view. If you want to put it on speaker view, that might help you to see what I'm doing. But I'll give you the instructions. Maybe you'll be able to follow it without that. I keep mine on gallery view so that I can see you. Okay. Legs are extended in front of you, arms are behind you, fingers pointing away from you. Feet are perpendicular to the ground. They're next to each other, but they're not touching each other. They're in line with your hips. All righty, we're going to focus on the toes. Again, forgot to mention the toes. The toes are a really important part of our balance. If you're having issues with your toes, it's harder to balance. So we want to keep the toes healthy. And if you have these particular asanas are very good for people who are maybe pre-diabetic or diabetic, or if you have neuropathy. This set of asanas will really help with that. Okay, besides balance. Okay, so we're focusing on the toes. Your back is straight. Don't lean back so far. Just the back is straight. Feet are perpendicular to the ground. As you're breathing in, bring the toes toward you. The only part that's moving is the toes. And as you're breathing out, the toes go away from you. They crunch together. Breathing in, the toes come toward you. And breathing out, they go away from you. Gently close your eyes and feel what's happening in your feet. Breathing in, the toes come toward you. And breathing out, away from you. Breathing in, toward you. And breathing out, away from you. One more. Breathing in, toward you. And breathing out, away from you. Okay, now Relax the feet, and we're going to address the ankles. So as you're breathing in, the foot, the entire foot and the toes come toward you. So flex the feet as much as you can toward you, breathing in. And then as you're breathing out, point the toes and the feet away from you. Breathing in, feet toward you, and breathing out, pointing away from you. Breathing in toward you, breathing out away from you. Breathing in toward you, breathing out, excuse me, away from you. One more time. Breathing in toward you and breathing out away from you. Breathing in, bring them back to center. Relax the feet, wiggle the toes maybe a little. Now we'll be doing circles with our feet. So breathing in, the feet are perpendicular to the ground, they're engaged, they're energized. And as you're breathing out, take the feet to the right and then finish that breath out by pointing the toes. And then breathing in, take the feet toward the left and bring them back to center, flexed. Breathing out to the right, finish that breath out by pointing your toes and breathing in to the left and back to center, flexed. Breathing out to the right and breathing in to the left. Breathing out to the right, breathing in to the left. One more. Breathing out to the right and breathing in to the left. And back to center, and now we'll go in the other direction. Breathing out to the left and breathing in to the right. Breathing out to the left and breathing in to the right. Breathing out to the left, breathing in to the right, breathing out to the left, breathing in to the right. One more. Breathing out to the left and breathing in to the right. Come back to center, relax the feet, wiggle your toes if you need to, wiggle the feet if you need to, and relax. All righty, that alone will make a huge difference. Huge. I can't even begin to tell you how important these asanas are for balance, for a lot of things, but specifically for balance. It'll make you feel more secure. It'll make you feel more in control. And it definitely creates more control for you. Because in that stiffness that settles in the ankle sometimes, we feel unprotected. And that's the last thing we want to feel when we're trying to be balanced. All righty, lie down on your back. I didn't forget about you, Marty. Let's address our back. Lie down in Shavasana, please. Your feet are apart, 12 inches, 6 inches, whatever it is that's comfortable for you. If 18 inches is comfortable for you, then by all means do that. Arms are at your side, palms are facing toward the sky. But if you have issues with your shoulders and the palms aren't comfortable toward the sky, then just let them face your body. Whatever's comfortable for you. And observe the body. Shavasana is one of the most nourishing postures in yoga. Why? Because it creates a space for the body. It creates that space for that stillness. And when we do it after asanas, It creates a space for the assimilation and the digestion of those asanas. Just lie in your stillness. Excuse me. Now, interlace your fingers and bring them under your head. Bend your knees. Bring your feet at the edge of your mat. If you don't have a mat, just bring the feet wider than your hips and bring the knees toward each other. And just allow yourself to relax. In this position, we are allowing the pelvic area to deeply relax. It takes a couple minutes for it to release and accept that relaxation. And then after a couple minutes, other things start to happen. The psoas begins to relax. Anybody that has tightness will start feeling a little looser, maybe. You might feel a little bit of shaking, maybe. But the truth of the matter is, in this position, we're creating the space for anything that you're holding, whether physical, mental, or emotional, in your pelvis, throughout the psoas, to be released. If you hold it for longer than 5 minutes, or you go past the 2 minutes, you might start feeling a little bit of shaking. And that's normal. That's okay. Allow it to happen. We're not going to stay here for that long. But what happens is, in that shaking, it means you're releasing. And in that release, again, you will find physical, emotional, and psychological release. Things, weight that you've been carrying maybe for many years will start surfacing and leaving. If you find that you're shaking too much, all you have to do is separate the knees and extend the legs. You have complete control over it. I suggest you do this at home. Without me and stay in this position. It will help with the pelvic pain, the pelvic alignment, as well as it will help with its psoas and its tightness. All righty, separate the knees. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, take the knees to the right and turn your head to the left. With your next breath out, release any tension that you have in your belly and just observe how the rest of the body follows. Relax the arms, the chest. Be aware of that pull you're feeling on the left side. The psoas is attached to the lumbar region in your spine. It wraps around the hip and attaches to your leg. That pull you're feeling is the pull of the psoas on the left side. Slowly and gently bring your face back to center. Raise the knees up. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left and turn your head to the right. Now you're going to feel that pull on the right side, coming from the spine, wrapping around the right hip, and going through the right leg, all the way down to the big toe. You're going to find that one side is tighter than the other, and that's totally normal. And on any given day, it might change sides. As you exhale, release any tension from your belly. Relax and allow the body to relax, the rest of the body to relax. Breathing in, bring your face back to center. Raise the knees up. And bring the feet together. Knees still bent. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, take the knees to the right. Knees are together. They're stacked, one on top of each other. And turn your head to the left. Make sure that the knees are all the way down. Breathing in, bring your face back to center. Bring the knees up. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left, all the way down, and turn your head to the right. Breathing in, bring your face back to center. Bring the knees up, keep the feet on the ground, and just stay here for a moment. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, bring your legs to your chest, knees bent. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, take the knees to the right, all the way down, and turn your head to the left. If your left elbow or left shoulder lifts, it's because you have stiffness in your back. That's okay. That's why we're here. So let it be. If it lifts, but make sure that your knees are all the way down. And as you relax, you'll observe the shoulder dropping and the elbow dropping. Breathing in, bring your face back to center. Raise your knees up. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left and turn your face to the right. I want you to observe the pull that's happening in your right armpit. We're activating the right armpit, and that's beautiful because we have so many lymph nodes there. And so what we're doing is making that area active so that it moves, so that any toxicity there can move out. Breathing in, bring your face back to center, raise the knees up, and bring your feet back on the ground. Extend the right leg, extend the left leg, release your arms, bring them next to you, and lie in Shavasana, please. We'll be doing an active yoga nidra that will address the entire body. So please lie in Shavasana with your head toward me. We'll be combining pranayam, mantra, and mudra in this practice. You're lying in Shavasana. Your feet are apart, whatever it is that's comfortable for you. Arms are at your side. Become aware of how safe your body is, how well supported your body is. Check on your feet. Are they comfortable? Check on your hips. Hip wiggle them if you need to. Make sure they're comfortable. Your shoulders and your arms. Turn your head to the right. Bring it back to center. Turn it to the left. Bring it back to center. And let's begin. We'll be separating the body into 3 parts. From the hips to the toes will be the first part. From the hips to the shoulders will be the second part. And from the shoulders to the crown of the head will be the third part. We'll be incorporating a mudra for each part. For the first part, from the hips to the toes, you'll be bringing your index finger and your thumb in contact with each other. The other 3 fingers will be extended and the palms will be facing down. So take a moment to do the mudra for me right now, please, so that you can just practice it before we begin. Index finger and thumb touching each other. Other 3 fingers are extended and the palm facing down. For the hips to the shoulders, for that section, the mudra will be keeping the thumb and the index finger together and then just curling the other 3 fingers toward your palms. We're addressing our torso. And then for the portion from the shoulders to the crown of the head, bring the thumb into your palm, 4 fingers over, and again, the palms are facing down. Lastly, we'll be addressing the entire body, from the toes all the way to the crown of the head. So turn your palms toward the sky. Bring the index finger and the thumb gently touching each other, and the other 3 fingers extended, palms facing toward the sky. Okay, now turn your palms down, keep them in that mudra, index finger and thumb touching each other, the other 3 fingers extended. That is your first mudra. We're addressing from the hips to the toes. The mantra is Om. We'll be chanting that mantra 5 times. I want you to be aware, consciously be aware of that space between your hips and your toes as you chant. Your fingers are thumb and index finger touching each other, other 3 fingers extended, palm facing down. Take a deep breath in, and let's begin. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Become aware of the vibration that's occurring throughout your legs and your feet and your toes and your hips. Now leave the index finger and the thumb in contact with each other. Curl the other 3 fingers into your palms. We're addressing from the hips to the shoulders. That includes the arms and the hands and the fingers. The mantra is Om. Breathe in and let's begin. Om. Breathe in. Om. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Become aware of the vibration throughout your entire torso, from the base of your pelvis to the shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Now bring your thumb inside your palm, 4 fingers over, palms facing toward the ground. We're addressing from the shoulders to the crown of the head. The mantra is, mm. You bring your lips together and hum. Take a deep breath in and let's begin. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Feel the vibration throughout your shoulders, your throat, your neck, your entire head, and your brain. Now turn your hand so that your palms are facing the sky. Index finger and thumb gently touching each other. The other 3 fingers are extended. We'll be addressing from the toes to the crown of the head. And the mantra is Ah Om. Keep the sounds separate. Don't bring them together into Om. They're 3 separate sounds. Take a deep breath in and let's begin. Ah Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Become aware of the entire vibrating body. Every cell in the body is vibrating. Every frequency is being displayed throughout the entire body, bringing repair, bringing balance, ease, and harmony. Om. Purnamada Purnameva Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate. Om. Shanti. 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 Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel how well supported you are. Point your toes away from you and relax them. Make a fist of your hands and hold them tight and relax them. Raise your right arm overhead and onto the ground and turn onto your right side. Please don't get up. Bend your left knee. Bring it on the ground in front of you. Bring your left hand on the ground in front of you as well. Stay here for a moment. Bring your sankalpa to you, your intention. Repeat it to yourself a couple times. Slowly and gently use your arms. Please don't use your back. Push yourself up and sit up facing me with your eyes closed. Bring your hands in your lap, right palm holding the left hand, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Breathe in, and as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is, and put your heart where your mind is, and let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste. And when you're ready, very, very slowly and very gently, open your eyes. Hari Om.